This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Last. I'm post-show with Kalle Sauerland. What an amazing main event that was.
It was, it was an advert for boxing, wasn't it, on free-to-air television? So, fantastic performance by both. Credit to Linus, he really stepped up tonight, and massive credit, of course, to Denzel. Came back from that defeat to Felix Cash, and what a fight from him, from both of them. I mean, it was a really tight fight, and it could have had a draw, but you know, you can't begrudge either of them winning it. And congratulations to Denzel, absolutely fantastic performance. I think that Linus will learn a lot from that fight, and I think the difference, if you put it down there, was that Denzel's experienced that sort of fight before, obviously with Felix Cash, come back from it, come back stronger, and that's exactly what Linus needs to go and do, and what a cracking rematch it would make. But I did say before, it would be a springboard to the world scene. If you would have seen that fight as a world title fight, you wouldn't know the difference. Absolutely no difference in it. So big credit to that, and both guys have full massive respect. Let's give them some massive respect for the courage they both showed in that ring tonight, back and forth. I don't need to sell it to. I just go and look at it.
Kalle, from the opening bell, we could see that was going to be a top fight, but really your man Linus started much stronger. It looked like the more physical man was manhandling Denzel, but then he just stepped off from about round 4 or 5.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was tactical, whether it was he needed to, because it was the first 4 rounds were at such pace that he needed to take that breather, and Denzel stepped in. You'd have to ask him. I was watching it like you, and it was a game of chess, because basically when Denzel took, I think it was 6 and 7 quite strongly, 5, 6 and 7. Then you had Linus suddenly coming back in. He had a good couple of rounds himself, and then I think 10 and 11. I think I gave Linus, and then the last round, from what I saw, unfortunately I only saw half the round because I was on my way down from my seat, and it was it looked like Denzel nicked the last round, but from what I saw of the last 1.5 minutes, it was a cracking fight. Absolutely cracking fight.
It looked like on the replay that in one of the rounds, at the end of the round, Linus touched the canvas. Have you seen that yet?
I saw the replay. It certainly looked like it, yeah. At the end of the day, Denzel won. Don't make a difference now. If Linus would have won, I guess we would all be talking about it. But, like I said, I don't want to detract from an advert for the sport, a true advert for the sport, 2 true gladiators, and I think both have got a massive future in the sport.
Kalle,
and I'd love to see the rematch.
I was just going to come on to that. You mentioned at the start of the interview, you just brought it up again. We know Denzel is with Frank and BT, so is that realistic, Kalle?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, we can make them an offer, they can make us an offer. I'm sure they look at other things as well, but, I think there's a lot of good fights around that, let's say, British level, which I don't like to say British level, because for me that was world level tonight. Put Felix Cash in there as well. I think it's some cracking fighters out there. It's exciting times.
Liam Williams is also there.
Liam, of course, who's coming back soon. And so you can throw him in as well. Got a bit of Wales in there as well. To make a Super 6 out of it.
But you start with Channel 5, and in terms of a main event, they must be delighted with that. Yeah,
I mean, we're delighted. I hope the people at home enjoyed it. If they didn't enjoy it, I think they need to be watching another sport. But no, it was good. It was nice to, you can big a fight up before, and you can pay lots of money in a purse bid for it. But at the end of the day, it's got to deliver. They can bang heads in the first round. You got, cuts, and then the fight's over. And if that didn't happen, we got a cracker, we got a throwback, and it's a fight I'll be watching back.
So are you going to be putting an offer in?
Sleep on it and see what talk to Linus and what their direction is. But yeah, I mean, of course, we have we're well funded, and we'd like to think we could stage a rematch. I think it would be a big hit with the fans, but same time, let's enjoy tonight first of all. Credit to both guys.
And if it's not that, just a rebuilding project with Linus?
Nah, I wouldn't. I don't think he needs rebuild. I think he learns from it. I wouldn't start giving him tune-ups again now. I think he goes straight back in the fire. You know, Liam Williams. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a cracker. You know, it's a great fight. Felix Cash. There's lots of them. You know, I think they're all on a very close level. I can't say there was a different level of class between either of them tonight, and you know, I thought it was fantastic.
A couple of more things. Harlem Eubank, unbelievable stoppage.
I've said it. I've said it's coming. I've said the step up from Harlem, the pace of the step up. I've got to say I was surprised. I thought we'd be in for a tough night tonight with Mastodon. I thought it would be a learning fight. I thought it would be messy, and I thought it'd be 12 rounds or 10 rounds, but it would go the distance, and it would be a tough fight. And he'd learn from it. I thought Harlem would win, but the way he won. Also, not the knockout, but the work he did before. It's really, really, you know, he's one to watch this year. Like I said, we're moving him quick. He's been out 3 times in the last 5 months, and you know, see why we're moving him quick.
Absolutely. A word on Josh Kelly, please. What the hell happened there?
Yeah, I still don't understand it. I don't want to use the word fishy as a promoter, but it's got a weird feel about it. I mean, the guy weighed in yesterday. Josh was a kilo over. So at the weigh-in, there were no, you know, there was a penalty discussed. The penalty was agreed, and today with his agent. Then today got a call. No, we're not fighting. So I said, all right. Well, you know, in boxing, it happens there. You know, it happens at world title fights. You miss weight. A kilo. At the end of the day, he could have made weight. You know, would have been given a given time to make that weight. It was a kilo, so you know, not the biggest weight still to make. But he wasn't asked to. You know, it was agreed. Everything fine. And today, cool lunchtime. They're kicking off, and it's. We weren't even kicking off. It wasn't like they were negotiating. So I said, come on, it's ridiculous. Yeah. So I tested the water with some offers and just to get a feel for it. And they weren't even talking numbers. So I was like, right, they don't want money. And I said, okay, I'll tell you what, come down and we'll put them both on the scales now, because I was pretty confident they'd be, because he fought Linus Adofia at middleweight, the fella, the opponent, and. No, we don't want to see him on the scales. Well, so now they don't want to see him on the scales either. So there's only one thing that I can say is that they must have bottled it. But I have never in 25 years of boxing. The guy's still in the hotel room, which we're paying for, by the way. And that's just bizarre. But we held it from Josh until 8 o'clock tonight, because we weren't sure if this was some sort of a weird game, and then they just turn up and fight. So if we would have told Josh now, fight,
then he switched off.
So we couldn't let Josh in on it until about 10 to 8. And then we said, look, Josh, this is now a serious situation. We told him there was some issues around the opponent, but nothing grave. And because I thought it'd be sorted out. And no, just the guy bolted himself in the room.
Only in boxing, eh? What have you got there, Kalle?
This is our new energy drink partner, the best energy drink around, Prime Energy, brought to you by KSI. Watch that space. Misfits Boxing, coming soon.
Okay. Kalle Sauerland, thank you very much.
Sponsored by Prime. Kalle Sauerland, sponsored by Prime.
For talking to IFL TV, sponsored by Prime. And congratulations on a great night and a start with Channel 5.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.